Hello and welcome to week 7 of the Darkest Friendgeon campaign. I'm Retaliation, and we are at our first week where no one has gone homicidally insane trying to reclaim our family's glory. So we're going to the Warrens, because we need portraits if we're going to upgrade our skills to fight the Necromancer Apprentice. If I believe I was messing around with who was going to take, I think I was Erebon, Manny. Actually, I can look. I pre-upgraded all the skills. Bokenkage and AJ. Yeah, that looks right. And you can kind of get glimpses if you take note. We have a level 5 mission and a level 3 mission that we're never going to be able to do for the time being because no one will be able to manage the stress and will probably all die to the horrible monsters within. But you can kind of see what they look like. Necromancer Apprentice. We're going to have a short mission for the Warrens today. So, 8 food, let's play it safe. There's lots of food in the Warrens, but is it worth doing a dark run? You know, we really need those portraits, so I'm going to take a couple torches in case we get enough portraits to actually do it, but for the beginning I think I want to do a dark run. We'll invest the money we would have used in torches, like more utility items.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
90% of rooms, so we could probably skip that one. Just go around in a circle. Go for the drummer boy. Erebon gets blighted. Come forward, my friend. Plague Doctor would have probably served us well here with all his blight, but ooh, only one person got hit by that. Interesting. They do have high bleed, so I think we're just gonna go for pure damage. Pretty good hit. You've been judged. Oh, no, that's not judgment. That's the stunning one. I forgot Bokenkage had that. Bokenkage. So that'll actually pair nicely with AJ. Of course, Carrion Eaters have huge blight resistance, which I didn't think of at all. It'll do 2 damage. Ah, he missed.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. As the fiend falls, a faint hope.
That made up for the miss, at the very least.
A devastating blow.
I don't know what piles of bones do. AJ has stress, so yeah. Ooh, herbs. That'll help us if we find a food cart. Become cannibals. Map. I don't like carrion eaters, so I just want to kill them as fast as possible. Heal Erebon, please, if you would, Bokage. There we go. No more blight or stress. Go for the higher crit chance.
Executed
Bone
with
Rebel
impunity.
indeed. Ooh. I might have to consider getting a leper then. Now, generally, I've glimpsed at the curios of their effects and their like chances in sometimes on like the wiki. And if I recall, generally there's still a higher chance of getting a positive quirk than a negative quirk, no matter what the curio is. So I think it's just worth risking it whenever you see like scrolls or a book case. Pile of books. Just always worth it. Now we're starting to get into the really dark. Ooh, what's that? Starting to get pretty dark. Let's go for the swine wretch. I don't want to chance tetanus. That wouldn't have killed him to bleed would, though. It's kind of nice to having a character who only really does bleed in the Warrens, because the pigs have huge blight resistance, but they have terrible bleed resistance.
Remind yourself that
No portraits yet.
is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, I saw that right as I walked onto it.
Spring to life with a singular purpose.
Shovel.
Blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
No food carts, which is a shame.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Scout roll in the darkness, that's good. Yeah, let's go for the treasure room. Let's not even bother skipping this one. Ah, he didn't disarm it. No bandages. Yeah, it'd be a shame if we don't get any portraits. Chopper. Interesting. I would have never expected you to get that quirk from that. Let's kill the... Yeah, Swine Slasher. I think where his name was. Wow, he's just dodging like crazy. Fortunately, we only need syphilis and bulimic? What? We did get a stun off. And there's that crit. It's just a huge bonus to crits in the darkness. It actually makes up for the increased stress.
Obliterated.
See what I mean? 14, it would have been 8 there. It's already less, as much stress as she would have gotten normally. Still, bulimic and syphilis in one. That was just really unlucky. Bleed? Dead. I'm surprised. I thought our gestures would be completely useless, but man, he's proving that they're not.
This expedition
One portrait.
promises
One portrait is all we're gonna get, I think. With a key, might as well use it. No effect. Four portraits. I shouldn't have even bothered pressing ahead.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion. The swine folk's labyrinth.
Let's not go with the sunken cost fallacy. 6 portraits, I think that's just enough. Bokenkage gets resolution, never drink.
Once, our estate was the envy of this land.
Apologies, I did take a phone call. I was hoping that wouldn't happen during recording, but 11 portraits. Guild needs 7.
Some may
Oh,
fall,
and
but their knowledge lives on.
it's the crests we ran out to get the cost decrease. But I guess I know I'm gonna use Boris Zale, like the party we had before. So as you can see, it's like a slight increase in accuracy, slight increase in damage, and crit chance. So it kind of overlaps with weapons. But not necessarily. For instance, Zell's accusation doesn't give a damage increase, it's just accuracy and crit. So it actually gets boosted by the weapon, but not the skill increase. And I do think I'm gonna have to treat people. Not enough crests. So send Bokenkage, Erebon. Caretaker's taking up the brothel slot. Not that bad. We're about even in how much money we've spent, including treatments, so I'm not sad about that. It was a good mission. And I'll end it off here now. Next time we'll fight our first boss, the Necromancer Apprentice. Not the hardest boss. I actually beat him on my first try ever, but it kind of gives you a show on how like the bosses kind of mess with what you expect, the kind of strategies you do. And I'm signing off.